Okay, so this is the owner's head, and you see it's a pump model Jabsco toilet. So it's a manual pump action toilet. We do have a good water pressure delivered by the water pump. We have a sink. It does have medicine cabinet space for storage, etc. It also has a couple of cabinets down below that enable you to store things. The air conditioner unit that services the front cabin, the owner's cabin, is actually located under here. It is a Nabru air conditioning unit, and this is actually a replacement from the original. We replaced the original Dometic that came with the boat because it had one too many problems, and we figured it's just as easy to go ahead and switch it out with another unit, and this unit has run very, very well for us, so we're doing fine with that. Underneath the refrigerator, which is a Dometic, we do have the air conditioning unit that services the rest of the boat, which is located here. This is a Dometic air conditioner unit, and this one has not given us any problems, knock on wood, at all. So we haven't had any trouble with it whatsoever. Okay, getting down here. Now this is the galley, and we have put in just a small LG. It's not a marine microwave or anything else, but it does a very good job. Just a nice microwave, and we use that to thaw things or to reheat things, etc. We do have, now this is technically, it's called a crew cabin, but we got the second head upgrade to it. So you could drop this step down, cover the toilet, pull the shelf out, and then lay that cushion that's in an upright position flat. You see, I use it as a retaining wall for storage. But you could just as easily lay this down and it becomes a full-size, it's a smaller cabin, but it becomes a full cabin for somebody. We don't ever use it as such. I don't want to put people in the head, but if it's somebody that, had access to a head in their own cabin all in one room and they were into that, that's great. We have the stovetop that came. Now we have used this a grand total of one time, so we do not use this at all. The oven has literally never been used. Completely new. However, I've been through 4 or 5 Magma grills over the years, so we definitely are a grilling family and don't really do cooking inside of here unless it's microwave. We do have an excellent double sink with a cutting board on the bottom. These are cutting boards. So this is where you do lobster prep, and you get the shrimp out of the shells, and you do all of that right in this nice little sink. The sink water drains overboard, which is fine. So there's not a black water tank or gray water tank for that. You do have cabinets, a decent amount of storage. This is my sort of utility drawer, so I have various odds and ends in here, etc. But that's knives, spoons, forks, those kinds of things fit very, very nicely in there. You'll notice that we do have AC power jacks. This again comes off the inverter, and this is when you're running, typically it's going to be on shore power or on generator power. We do have the marine stereo, as I mentioned, which is nice. So it's we use that quite often. It's very, very good. And nice fans throughout, lights galore. So there's lights every couple of feet in this boat, and you have floodlights at night, these red lights that come on, which are very nice, and on the interior of the cabin. And you have a wonderful boat. When we bought this boat, we didn't know anything about sailing, and this boat was the perfect boat to allow us to learn how to sail, as well as how to handle and maintain a large boat. I use experts for all the diesel work. I don't do it myself, and I found that I'm able to keep things operational in doing that instead of tinkering. So there is storage underneath this bench seat as well. The other side, of course, has the forward air conditioning unit and some ducting. This side we use, the microwave takes up part of it on the inside, but we also use it for our pump, for our dinghy and things like that that we do use. So there's quite a few optional add-ons to this boat that are there, including, as I mentioned, the dinghy davits, the second head, the solar panel, the electronics, the generator, and those things alone are quite valuable in comparison to what the boat was as just a base boat. So we use it constantly. We go out nearly every weekend, and we take good care of it, and we're looking to sell. And so I wanted to do this walkthrough to kind of give people a heads up. I'm happy to arrange any sea trials or any other sort of sessions you'd like to have in order to answer any questions. And again, if there's anything that I haven't shown that's of interest, please let me know, and I will make it a point to respond to you. And I look forward to any communications you might have. Thank you very much for your time.